Yes, here we go, here we go. Daily problem, where is it at? Find triangular sum of an array. You're given a zero-indexed integer array nums where nums I is a digit between 0 and 9 inclusive. The triangular sum of nums is the value of the only element present in nums after the following process terminates. Let nums comprise of n elements. If n equal 1, end the process. Otherwise, create a new zero-indexed integer array new nums of length n minus 1. Pat's Hello World, welcome to the party. What's happening? For each index I, where I is from 0 to n minus 1, assign the value of new nums I as nums I plus nums I plus 1 mod 10, where mod denotes mod. Replace the array nums with new nums. Repeat the entire process starting from step 1. Return the triangular sum of nums. What the heck are they talking about, man? So I guess you just take every two elements, you add them up, and then you mod them. And you keep doing that until there's one element left. So can we just do that? Or is that gonna TLE? We have to, n is 1,000. Can I just do that, man? First, alright, I'm just gonna try and do exactly and simulate it. I'm gonna try and simulate. So what do I say? While wait, how do I do this, man? How do I do this? Do I say n is nums at this? I have to make my vector the new nums of size n minus 1, and while it's greater than 1, I'm going to run this simulation, and the simulation is wait, how should I do this? I don't know yet. Let me think a little bit more. I'm super rusted, man. I guess so. I create the new nums here, but should I do that, or should I just alright, this is 5. Should I just keep running it? 1, alright, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So like this has to go n minus 1 times. Leet Whale, what's happening? How you doing, Leet Whale? Should I just go like this? And that's that many times. And then I can do this in here. And then I want to iterate like this. Like that. I get the, I should just get the mod, right? Take the mod. I even need to do, can I just push back here? New nums. Do that. And then, I guess we set nums equal to new nums. And then we just need the like whatever num0 is at the end. Is that what they want me to do? Come on, man. Let's see. Dang, look at that. They changed some icons on LeetCode. Easy clap? I don't know, man. I don't like this problem. There must be a more optimal way to solve this. Because this is just like brute force, right? Simulating exactly what they said. Yeah, what's happened, Brett? There must be a better way. Should I try and think about that better way? I feel like doing this problem did nothing for me, you know? I guess it checks if you can follow instructions. Oh, a little combinatronicsy. Dang. Alright. Let me see if I can see anything that might point me in the right direction. So one thing for sure is, I don't know, the mod 10 part only matters if it goes over 10 clearly. It's like none of these numbers go over 10. So what does that mean? And then I guess so like how many times does each element end up in the final sum? Maybe I could do that, figure that out, and then mod the whole thing by 10. Maths, yeah, not great at maths. So like this one would go in there 1, 2, 4 times. Is every number like in there? No, the ends are in there 4 times. I don't know, man. And the middles are in there like 1, 2. Wait, ends are in there once? Yeah, I see how that could be, because they're just in the leftmost or the rightmost. But the middles, like this 2 becomes 1, 2. There's 2 there. Pascal triangle, like. Man, I forget what Pascal's triangle is. Also, Sugar Genix, welcome, welcome. I guess it is Pascal's triangle, but maybe upside down. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should get 8. Brent Arata, how are you doing? How are you doing? We're trying to solve the daily problem the correct way and not by simulation. All right, what's 1? 1 plus 5, that's 6. And then is it, I'm just gonna play with some numbers now. There's 2 2s. And then 1, I guess once the 2 gets here, it's only 1 time. So that's 1, 2, 2 2s. And then this 5 goes into 2 2s. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that 10 2s? Am I tripping? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 times 3? Oh, you think I'm going down the wrong path, Brett? I'll just assume this 4 appears the same times as the 2. So then, alright. This would be 60, 90, 102. Mod 10, that's... alright, so... The coefficients will get very big, so you need to compute them mod 10, which is a little tricky. Yeah, I guess I can see that getting really, really big. I don't even know if I did this correctly. Switch to Python? I don't know if I'll ever switch to Python, man. Wait, how? Alright. So the way I was counting them is messed up then. 1. Alright, how does this turn into 4 times? So there's 1, 2 in this, 1, 2 in that. And then I guess this spawns into 2 2s. This 1, 2. So it goes from 1 to 2. And then this one has 1, 2, 3. And then this one spawns into 2, and this one is still just 2, so this is 4? Is that right? And then, yeah, I think I see how it becomes 4. Alright, let me play with these numbers again, just to see. I'll just use Brett's answers. So, 4 times 2 is 8, 6 times 3 is 18, and this is 16. Alright, quick math. How can I do this? 16, man, I can't do mental math. 16 plus 18, that's too hard. Alright, 16 plus 6, that's 22, 30, 48. 48 mod 10 is 8. So that seems to be more on the right path. Wait, and the 5, yeah, the 5 is up there. Hey, BetSimp, how's it going, man? How's everyone doing? Wait, you don't need to do this. You can mod by 10 first to make the math easier. Oh, like just do that. So it's just 12. But then I still have to mod at the end, right? 12 plus 16 is 28 mod 10. Oh, I see the mental math. Alright, so whatever the optimal solution is, I guess it stems from this observance, like how many times does each original element appear in the final sum before it's modded. And then since we can calculate that, we can just do this in O(n) time. But you say the coefficients get really tricky to calculate. So the ends will always be 1. I don't know, and I guess the closer it is to the middle, the higher the number is. It's gonna peak in the middle and taper off to 1 at the edges. And then I feel like 1,000. Wait, 1,005. What's C500? Is that like 1,005 to the 500th power? Simulating. I don't know if I want to continue, man. It's too mathy for me. I was gonna try and experiment with some other arrays. Binom. What the heck is binom, Brett? Is this something that people learn? Or I've never seen this stuff in my life. Is this what you call combinatronics? Maybe that's why I've never seen it in my life. N choose K. Bricky, what's happening? Number of ways to choose 500 things from a set of 1,000 things. I see. Sounds like a psyop, yeah. Man, one of these days, I swear, I'm gonna take a combinatronics class or something. I think it would greatly enhance my LeetCode abilities. Anyways, maybe today's not the day for all that, man. But I think I see how this plays out. Should I peek at the editorial real quick? I kind of just want to do all the old contests that I missed while I was away. Man, the editorial only has a simulation approach. That's whack. What a whack editorial, man. If they're expecting a simulation, I feel like this problem should be an easy problem. Is this what you're talking about? N choose R? Man, Vultureback. Hey, I saw somebody making fun of Vultureback in the LeetCode Reddit. Somebody posted this guy's profile and said, wow, after all these problems, still not a guardian. Can't believe they're making fun of Vultureback, man. What a legend is Vultureback. Done so many problems, always types up explanations for everybody. But yeah, Vultureback isn't a guardian, man. I feel like I got no hope, you know? This man's done every single problem. He's on the BetSimp road plan or roadmap. Oh, it's right there. July 19th, 0 out of 4. We got to take this contest. July 19th. Contest 459. Man, Vultureback only solving 1 out of 4 sometimes. That's crazy. I guess I'm happy that he shows like his real rank and stuff. Makes me feel I'm doing alright. It's a bit odd. Oh, he's saying Vultureback's contest ratings are a bit odd. He was testing using LLMs in contests and posting on LinkedIn about it or something. Interesting. Wait, is that why his rank gone down? How can his rank go down when he's using LLMs? When people not nearly as knowledgeable as him are using LLMs and getting like crazy ranks. Anyways, which contest did he get 0? That contest must be cracked, or where was it, man? July 19th. Right here. 459. Let's see what July 19th has to offer. Hey, LeetWhale, you follow all the LeetCode influencers? How do you know about Vultureback like that? Or maybe you just saw the same thread I saw on Reddit LeetCode and maybe you read more into it. Or do you like follow Vulture back on LinkedIn and stuff? All right, let's see. Virtual contests, real quick. Just saw people posting about him on Larry's Discord. I see. He posts his LinkedIn on his LeetCode profile. I didn't even see that, man. Let's check it out. Man, I'm not signing in onto LinkedIn to go look at Vultureback's profile. Is he still at Google? Should I send him a message? Oh, he's at Google. If you look at somebody's GitHub page and it's empty, they're probably at Google. Because who uses GitHub anymore at Google? Why is that? Because nobody uses GitHub at work. We don't use GitHub. All right, here we go. Weekly contest 459. I gotta get at least one to beat Vultureback. Check divisibility by digit sum and product. You are given a positive integer n. Determine whether n is divisible by the sum of the following two values. The digit sum of n and the digit product. Oh, I can do this one, man. Wait, let me look at the... Oh, n is really big. I don't think I can do this. I could iterate up to 1,000,000, right? But how do I know? Wait, since 99 is divisible by... Oh, it's only up to 1,000,000. It's not like... Wait, is that 1,000,000? Oh, yeah. We're good. I don't know what I'm thinking. So, I need the sum. And I need... Will the products... No, the products is okay. I'll make a copy. And then I'll just... divide by 10. Wait, what am I doing? I have to get every digit. So that's each digit. And then I need to add that digit. And I need to multiply that digit. And then I just return if n is that it? No. What did I do wrong, man? Did I do something wrong? 99 is divisible by... Wait, what? Oh. I have to add these two things together. Jesus Christ. Is that what they're asking? True? False. Alright, I'm gonna submit. Easy work. Vultureback must have just messed up something. Maybe he had to go use a bathroom or he had an emergency, man. Alright, count number of trapezoids. Dang. This already seems impossible, but I'll read it. You're given a 2D integer array points, where points I equal xy represents the coordinates of the ith point on the Cartesian plane. A horizontal trapezoid is a convex quadrilateral with at least one pair of horizontal sides that is parallel to the x-axis. Two lines are parallel if and only if they have the same slope. Return the number of unique horizontal trapezoids that can be formed by choosing any 4 distinct points from points. Since the answer may be very large, return it mod big prime. Oh geez. I think geometry problems are some of my least favorite problems, man. Hepta 5. How you doing? Thinking about quitting Salesforce soon? Man, sir, you've been saying that for like years, Hepta 5. Every time you talk about your job, you always say you're about to quit. Making really good money on my 1099 work. Made an S-Corp. Oh yeah? What are you doing? Are you like consulting? Are you like a contractor or something? Same programming work? DoD consulting. Dang, interesting. Do you need like secret clearance to do that? Making web apps. Got clearance. Wait, which clearance do you have? Do you have like top secret? Secret? I don't even know what the clearances are, but top secret clearance. Dang. What was that process like, man? Did they really go up to all your neighbors and ask them about all types of stuff? Did you have to take one of those lie detector tests or what do they call them? Polygraph? I don't even know. Did they ask you about... Did they ask you if you smoke weed? Dang, you had to take a polygraph for real? That's crazy, man. Yeah. So wait. They asked you about drug use and stuff? Have you used drugs in the past? Did you lie to them or you tell them the truth if you did? And it was cool? Just be truthful? As long as you don't do it now or something, right? You did weed? Once? Well, you sound like you did it only once. With that type of terminology. They ask you if you have any sinful thoughts. Yeah, he did one weed. Dang. Well, that sounds pretty cool, Hepta 5. Alright, I don't fully understand this problem, but they give us a bunch of points. I guess these are them. And then we have to figure out how many different trapezoids I can make. I don't know. Just sandbag? Wait. I want to get Pip or laid off? Oh, you want to get... You're half-assing it at Salesforce. I see. I thought you were talking about you're half-assing it at Department of Defense. Well, isn't it not the DoD anymore? Isn't it like the Department of War? Why would I ever quit for free? Hey, is Salesforce gonna do layoffs, man? You should just keep asking about volunteer layoffs. Alright, let me think about this problem. Plenty of layoffs at Salesforce. Dang, maybe you're next, hopefully, if that's what you want. Man, this problem seems hard, but so many people solved it, man. 9,500 people. The scientist, welcome. How are you doing? All points are pairwise distinct. What am I looking for here? So clearly, I'm trying to find how many parallel lines, parallel pairs of lines I can find. Wait. Oh, they're asking about a horizontal trapezoid. So it's not any old trapezoid, it's a horizontal one, which means then we need to find all the lines parallel to the x-axis and then figure out the rest. Paizel Ghost, what's happened? Thank you. How am I doing, the scientist? I'm doing alright, man. I'm just trying to get back in the groove of streaming and LeetCoding. So Anthropic, OpenAI, any AI company are growing their public sector departments, so there will be plenty of job posting for US citizens at Anthropic, OpenAI in those government air-gapped regions. Oh yeah? Interesting. Well, maybe in a few years, if I need a job, I'll be looking for one at those companies. Alright, so with these points, we have one there. Huh. And then 2, 3. So 1. This one maps to these 3. So do I just, is this kind of like a, maybe I need a frequency map of each y coordinate and how many points map to that y coordinate. Like this 2, there's 2 points, so we know that these 2 points can make one parallel line. The 0 has 3 points, 1, 2, and 3. So we know like these points can make 3 parallel lines. We got 1 to 3, we got 1 to 2, and we got 2 to 3. So that means for this one parallel line, it can create 3 trapezoids using the other parallel lines. So that's why it seems the answer is 3 there. So maybe it has something to do with that type of stuff where we kind of just multiply all of those numbers together to get a final answer. I don't know if that's right, but it might be somewhat on the right path because, yeah, we have to mod it. El Cimarron, thank you very much for the follow. Wait, government shutdown in 2 days apparently, so massive firings coming in the government if no budget approved. I don't even follow what's going on, man. I don't even know what a government shutdown means. Alright, let me try and do whatever I was talking about here. So I have a map. What am I mapping? Well, let me iterate through all my points. So let's say X is P0. So I want to put, do I care about the actual value of the points or just the count? So should I just increment like that? Or should this be a vector? I think I just care about the count. And then oh, wait. If we just have 1 point, it doesn't count. We need at least 2 points. But then how do I know how many lines we can make? So you need at least 2 points to make 1 line. But this 3 points turns into 3 lines. So let me do a little bit of manual labor here. So 2 points equal 1 line. 3 points is 3 lines. How many is 4 points? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boss Gans, what's happening? I have a Discord, but you need... It's pay to play, man. You gotta redeem it with channel points. And it costs 6,000 channel points to get into my Discord. Oh dang, Sarvi from YouTube, my bad. I just seen your message. The keyboard is called Bubble 75. And I forget which switches are in there. I used to have Aqua Kings, but I took them out last week and I put in some other switches. I don't remember what. Crow! What's happening? Thank you very much for joining my Discord. Send me a whisper on Twitch and I'll send you an invite to the Discord when I get a chance. Alright, how the hell do I figure out how many lines it equals to, man? What's the formula here? Should I do 5 points? Like 1. So this would have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, so that's 7, and then we have 8, 9. Am I tripping? Alright, Crow. I will try and get you this invite real quick. Five minus... Isn't 4 points 4 lines? Let's see. Maybe. Alright, here's 4 points. There's 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines. There's 4. There's 5. And then there's 6. So I've counted 6. Man, I feel like I should know this. Maybe it's because I'm so rusty. I feel like this is a common pattern, right? Is it Fibonacci? Well, I don't know, man. Alright. So, alright. 5 points was 4 single ones, and then it's of length 2. Let me do it. So it's 4 lines of length 1, 3 lines of length 2. Oh. 2 lines of length 3. So it's like the number of points minus 1 and then 1 to n. or something. So is it like, what's the formula again? N squared. Man, what's the sum of 1 to 10? Or 1 to n? Jesus, I can't remember this dang formula every time. Sum of numbers from 1 to n. N times n plus 1 over 2. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. I think... Oh, Jesus. Is that what I'm... Is that what I'm looking for here? I don't even know. Raxo Sabe. What's happening? What's happening? Hey, am I on the right track? Or am I tripping right now? Alright, so I was gonna say, so to get 5 points, for 5 points, alright, let's do 6 points. So that would be our n times n plus 1, which is 6, divided by 2, equal 15. 15 lines. Alright, I'm just gonna go with this, man. I'll see how it goes. So this is... whatever, I don't think we care about that, the y coordinate, but we do care about the counts of how many points. You didn't need the sum formula for that? What are you talking about, Raxo? What do you mean we don't need the sum formula for that? How else can you do it? Is there another way? Or are you saying it's Fibonacci? But I don't know. Let me keep on keeping on. I'm gonna say lines. What's the formula again? It's gonna be count minus 1 times count minus 2. No, count minus 1 times count divided by 2. And then I just keep multiplying them. And I think there's probably an edge case where there's no parallel lines, but I'll try and figure that out soon. Wait, you could say that you will choose a pair of 2 pairs from your set of endpoints. Then the first one has n ways to be chosen, and the second one has n minus ways due to symmetry. Wait, what? Am I sure I multiply the answer by lines? I'm not sure about anything, man. But it works. It works for these test cases. But I have a feeling if we don't get anything, then this will always return at least 1. So there's I know this answer is not completely right yet, but I feel maybe it's on the right path. So I guess if I do that? Should I just submit? Raxo sounds like he doesn't think this is gonna pass. And I trust his intuition, but sometimes you gotta just see it for yourself, man. Uh-oh, I just messed something up. How did I mess up everything? How is my count 0, man? I didn't even... Oh, because I have the same dang name. How many... How many whatever? Alright. So R-Fire says I should make a test case, but I'm too lazy for that, man. I'm just gonna submit. Oh shit. Alright, this test case looks crazy. Because they're all negative. Well, I don't know if that's why it's crazy. Man, I'm not about to plot this craziness, you know? So we got... I don't think there's any lines here. Based on these numbers. All right, let's do a little debugging. What the heck? Wait. Java or C++ to learn first? Boss Gans. I think it really depends on what you want to do. Maybe Java might be easier. But I like to say C++ always. Hey, how did I get 3? Wait, what about this? Alright, man, Raxo, you're gonna make me bust out my dang epic pen. I gotta draw these points. Alright, so we got zero, 1. That's not 0, 1, man. 0, let me use a different color. 0, 1. We got 1, 1. We got 0, 2. We got 1, 2. We got 0, 3. And 1, 3. So you're saying, based on what I have, it's going to be 2 times 2 times 2. But you're saying that is not correct. I'm going to just put the thing in and see what's up. Yes, I see. I think I see what's happening. I think I make this mistake every single time I have a problem like this, where I try and multiply everything out, but I'm not supposed to be multiplying everything out. Maybe I'm supposed to be I don't know. Let me try and do some things here. What am I trying to do? Now I'm trying to like multiply everything by the total candidates. Right? You're really committed to LeetCode. Wow. Steppens 13 poster Unku. Welcome, welcome. Am I committed? I don't know if I'm that committed, man. Wait, what was I doing? So, alright. Total cans. Wait. X. Hey, am I doing something crazy, Rexo? I don't ever know how to interpret your emotes, man. You always make me nervous. Anytime you come in here and say something, I'm like, dang. I'm probably going down the wrong path. Hey, why is my thing? Should I just divide this by 2? I don't know why, but I'm gonna try it. Roxanne, what's happened? I don't know why I divide by 2 here, but I'm just gonna send it. Oh, come on, man. I forgot to mod. Jesus Christ. All right. Oh, Jesus. Hey, I don't know. I don't know why my answer is 2 times as much. Division in modular arithmetic isn't like in normal arithmetic, right? Oh man. How do you do this again? It's like, and I forget the formula. Is it like you gotta add something, then divide it, then mod it? I don't know what I'm doing. No. Yeah? Maybe. But this one looks a little bit weird. Wait, the modular inverse for 2? A prime mod is mod plus 1 over 2? What does that mean? What the hell is this? Oh, this is definitely not right. They're saying mod... Yeah, hey, Raxo, what does that mean, man? And, alright, I still don't even know why I'm dividing by 2 here. I just noticed that all my answers are double what the expected answer should be. So there's clearly... Oh, wait. It's because I'm double counting. That's why. So I should probably just... Maybe... Can I do this? Let me see if... And then maybe I can get rid of that division. And then I don't need to worry about that crazy mod rules or whatever. I don't know. What do y'all think? Should I just send this? I'm gonna send it. No. A little bit closer. A little bit closer. Jesus Christ, man. How's that overflowing? I just hit them with long on everything. Jesus Christ. Can I do that? I don't know. Can I put the LLs there and it converts it? Or do I have to cast with the long? Alright, let me try some other things. Just add 1 LL to each multiplication. Hold on. I'm just gonna do this for now. Hey, it's still overflowing, man. What the hell? Oh, it's down here. Where's it overflowing, man? 1 LL is easier. Alright, finally. Dang. Not a bad problem. I think this problem is alright. Acceptable. Yeah, this one ain't bad. It kind of spooked me because of the geometry. But once you make that observation that it's just one of those problems. But I keep making this same mistake, man. I've made this mistake like 10 times in my life. Where I just multiply everything together instead of doing the total amount, multiplying it by the total amount. I can never remember to do it correctly. I always make a wrong submission and then I remember, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to do it like this. I gotta add up all the candidates and then multiply. Anyways, on to the next one. Jesus, hard Q3. Uh-oh, can I even do it, man? I'll attempt it. You are given an integer array nums. For any positive integer x, define the following sequence. P0 equal x, pi plus 1 equal pop counts pi for all indices greater than or equal to 0, where pop count y is the number of set bits in the binary representation of y. The sequence will eventually reach the value 1. The pop count depth of x is defined as the smallest integer where digit is d is greater than or equal to 0, such that pd equal 1. What are they talking about, man? For example, x equals 7, binary representation is 1 1 1, then the sequence is 7 3 2 1, so pop count depth is 3. I don't get that yet. You're also given a 2D integer array queries where each query's I is either 1, L, R, or K. Determine the number of indices J such that L less than equal to J less than equal to R, and the pop count depth of nums J is equal to K. Man, I can't do this. They're talking about updates. This is for sure a segment tree problem, right? For sure, you have to do segment tree. They're talking about update these queries and stuff. I don't think I'm ready for it. I don't even really understand the problem, to be honest. I know what pop count is, but I guess I should read it again. Oh, wait, Raxo, is this your Trapezoid submission? Let's check it out. Alright, so we got this part. What is this? Freq? Is that frequency in Spanish? Or something? Frecuencia. Oh, yeah. Nice. Wait, sum so far? Alright, here's your 1LL stuff. Hey, I have a question. For all you C++ experts out there. Is this creating a copy? Like without the reference, if you have auto? Or is auto smart? No. You gotta put the reference there for it to not make the copy of a pair, right? Sum so far is the sum of the previous pairs. Sum of the previous pairs you can form. Alright, I wasn't really... Let me pay attention a little bit more. So this is... That's the count. And then this is where you do the formula for the sum of 1 to n, right? That's sum from 1 to n, and then you mod it. So that's like how many lines this current point can, or this current y coordinate can form. And then you multiply sum so far Oh, so for the first time, this is going to be 0 because it's ants is 0. Sum so far is 0, so this whole thing 0. But then ants will, well, sum so far. I see. I see what you're saying, Raxo. I understand clearly. Except this part. I wouldn't know. I don't know enough about mods to know that you gotta do something like this, you know? But thank you for sharing. So what are y'all saying, man? Wait. If you add two values that are mod, then you have at most 2 mod minus 2. So you would only need to subtract mod once if it exceeds the range 0 to mod minus 1. I think I get what you're saying, but it's still a little bit trippy. still very trippy, man. That's some advanced modding techniques there that I'm not familiar with. Alright. I don't think I'm ready for Q3. But I hate when I run into a LeetCode problem and I don't even understand the question, man. It makes me feel really bad. Not like, forget about solving the problem. I like to at least be able to read the problem and understand what the problem is asking at the very minimum, you know? This one, I don't even know what it's asking yet. This problem is data structures. Like, it's just a knowledge check on seg trees or something. Or maybe there is something else. I don't really know. You should maybe do version 1 of this problem. I can try it. Let's abandon this virtual contest. Chances are this is where it gets stuck. Dang, 4 wrong attempts. How do I see my ranking? I gotta wait till it's done. Dang, not great. Alright, Leet Whale. You're saying I should hit part 1 if I want. Dang, part 1 is even harder than part 2. What are you trying to set me up, man? Version 1 is hard, but you still have the knowledge? You think I got the knowledge, man? You must not have been paying attention the last week or so. Almost got Q1 gang on over the weekend. I would have gotten Q1 gang if people didn't tell me to not give up. Or is it the same problem? Let me try and understand the problem. So, for any positive integer x, define the following sequence. So the number, it starts off at the number, and then it's, oh, I see. So it's just the number of bits, and then, yeah, I see, I see. So yeah, 1, 0, that sequence. How's that? Oh, 2, because the number itself is the beginning of the sequence. And then there's one bit. So it goes 1. What's K? Where did it tell me? Oh wait, your task is to determine the number of integers in the range 1 through n whose pop count depth is exactly equal to k. Man, how the hell? I'm thinking, my mind is going to like digit DP, but it doesn't feel like digit DP. The only reason I'm thinking of that is because how many in the range 1 to n? I forget digit DP, but I think digit DP solves that type of stuff. But I'm not ready for all that for sure. Intuition is good. Yeah, but my skills aren't good enough. So how would I even do that? Where do I begin? I don't even remember how to do digit DP, but yeah, this number is so huge. 10 to the 15. And oh, depth equal exactly to k. Don't doubt yourself, you can do it. Hey, thank you for the encouragement, but I have reason to doubt myself here. Where do I begin? So I mean, clearly, I can't just go up to n. How do you start digit DP? It's like you have to put the number into an array, like all the digits into an array. Man, I don't know. I wouldn't know how to modify a standard digit DP to solve this problem. Leet Whale, you sure, man? Let me see. Oh, man. It is digit. I mean, digit DP. I just had to check, man. I just had to check, even though he already confirmed it. How the heck? Alright, so let me try some things out. Example 2. Or let me look. Example 1. They say n is 4. K is 1. So I have an array with all the digits just 4. I don't remember how to do digit DP. This is not a good use of my time, maybe. I gotta look at some old code. So we just need to find out. I mean, if k is 1, we just need to find out how many numbers match that sequence. Alright, I give up, man. I give up. I can't do it. But first, maybe I should just look at my old digit DP code and then see if I can apply some things. But I forget what are good. Which is a digit DP problem I did, man. Must have done one of these a year ago. Alright, so you make the thing. Man, this isn't my code, is it? I don't use this memset stuff. I don't use a array for my cache. I use vectors. I guess maybe somebody helps me there. Probably BetSimp. So if we go out of bounds, return 1. And this is asking without. Man, I don't think I can do this one. Leet Whale, you believe in me, but I don't believe in me, man. I'm not ready for it. So me read a hint. It's a tricky problem. Don't worry about it. Let me just go through the hints and see if it makes sense to me though. I can't even mentally figure out how to use digit DP on a problem like this. DP position ones tight. Pre-compute depth J for all J from 0 to 64. Oh, interesting, because I guess 64 bits, so 64 is the maximum for the first step in the sequence after the initial number itself. That way, yes. That way, once we do the pop count on a number, we'll have the sequence number immediately. All right, I think this is too hard for me, man. We gotta tone down the difficulty a little bit. So, what do y'all want? Y'all want to try elite rooms? It's been a while since I've done any elite rooms. Is elite room still working? You guys been using it? Anybody? Let's try it out. Easies and mediums. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna just chill with these easies and mediums for now. Man, why does LeetCode have AI wrapper in there, man? They call it Leet. I guess everything got AI integrated into it now. So we can vibe. Yeah, I guess so. Latest time you can obtain after replacing characters. Ugh. I don't want to do that, man. Remove digit from number to maximize results. You're given a string number representing a positive integer and a character digit. Return the resulting string after removing exactly one occurrence of digit from number, such that the value of the resulting string in decimal form is maximized. The test cases are generated such that digit occurs at least once in number. How can I do this without brute forcing? If I were to do this, I would just remove the string and reinsert the string. I guess I'll just do it brute force or whatever. Let's see, the length is number.length. I'm just gonna make a copy, man. This is real bad, but it'll be okay because the constraints are so low, only 100. You type so fast? I don't type that fast. I think I type average for a programmer. Definitely not average for everybody though, but for programmers, you know. Alright, copy that, erase I. Can I do that? Well, 100, wait. 100 digits, man. How am I gonna... Can I do this? Can I make a string like that? Hey, LeetCode is struggling. Is that the clock problem? Oh, Jesus. Oh, wait. What the hell am I doing, man? I can't even solve easy problems these days. NJ Gaming, what's happened? Welcome. Let me look up this erase thing. Maybe I'm using it wrong. Should I try that? Use an iterator. Erase. Copy that, begin plus I. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Come on, man. How am I gonna get so many C's? That's crazy. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, what the heck is going on here, man? This doesn't make sense, right? How the hell did I end up with CCCC? Ember After Dark, what's up? I need to do some C++ LeetCode. It's been a few years since I wrote C++. What you been writing in those years? Why is it making it C's here? What the heck? Maybe this doesn't work as I thought it did. This is some caveman style, man. How to become smart like you guys? I don't know if we're all that smart, but we all practice a whole lot. I'll tell you right now, anybody who looks good at LeetCode in this chat, they've spent literally thousands of hours doing LeetCode. I'm pretty sure Raxo Sabe has like tens of thousands of hours into LeetCode, man. I personally have probably 2,000 or 3,000 hours. So if you haven't even cracked 100 hours and you're trying to compare yourself to somebody who's done 10,000 hours, the first thing you need to do is start practicing more before you start to like try and find your natural limits of intelligence or whatever that is. I think if you just grind, you can see how far you can take it. Rexo says, I don't think so. I'm more of code. Yeah, alright. Maybe not 10,000 hours of LeetCode, but you've done tens of thousands of hours of algorithms, you know? I have never done LeetCode. I signed up on Code Wars. Is Code Wars... Yeah, I think I've done some Clash of Code stuff. Hepta5, welcome back. What's happening? Code and Craft, welcome to the party. Alright, let's see. Dang, you guys solved Q1 so easily. I had to skip it. It's too hard. Maybe I'll go back to it if I finish the rest. Making money making web apps and infrastructure as code. So the Magic 3, HTML, CSS, TypeScript, Python, YAML, Bash. Infrastructure as code? What does that mean? There's room codes on LeetCode. You gotta download an extension called Leet Rooms made by a member of this community. His name is Flumsy. He made this like 2 years ago or maybe more. And it's just like a Chrome extension and it allows us to do like multiplayer LeetCode rooms. What favorite? What are you talking about? Code and Craft? What is this? Pulumi? Never heard of this. Infrastructure as code. Oh, I see. That's what you're talking about. IAC. Hydrate. Thank you very much for the hydrates. Cheers. Infrastructure as code. Wait. Is defining cloud infrastructure as code so you can deploy things repeatably and consistently. What? I don't even know what this means, man. I don't know what those things are. What kind of engineer am I? I'm supposed to be an infrastructure engineer too, you know? I don't even know what Terraform is, man. Oh, I guess. I mean, I don't really know annealing and stuff that well, but board config stuff. Anyways, look up example of AWS CDK deploying EC2 instance. I know what AWS means. I don't know what any of these other things. I know what an EC2 instance is. I did an intro to Google Cloud Security. I learned about Terraform. I see. Annealing? What's that for? Man, nobody knows what annealing is at work. Only SREs know what annealing does, man. I certainly don't know what the hell it does. What's happened? Chiashan Paiga. How you doing? As an undergrad, should I be focusing on LeetCode and projects so I can get my first internship? I think as an undergrad, you gotta focus on everything, man. You gotta focus on projects, you gotta focus on algorithms or LeetCode, and you gotta focus on, I guess, being socially normal to pass like behaviorals and stuff. In Rosis, how you doing, man? How you doing? Just got back from Japan. Very nice. Tell us all about it. Where'd you go? What did you do? And what was your favorite part of your trip? All these SREs come in here and confusing LeetCoders. Yeah, I don't know about none of this SRE junk, man. Cloud Development Toolkit. It's a cloud-specific IAC tool. Terraform is generic and works with AWS, GCP, Azure, etc. Yeah, I literally don't mess with any of that stuff at work. The only thing I do, I mean, I don't really do anything these days, but we just maintain. We don't even have a service, man, like an RPC service or anything. My team, we just have a library that's included, or yeah, lots of other binaries at Google, like tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of binaries link our library into their binaries. So we don't have a service really. But I'm actually working on deploying a new service to do some junk right before I leave. Yakiniku Sushi Belt Izakaya basically ate very well. Hey, was the food super cheap, man? Dang, ads. Alright, ad break. 1 minute. I guess I'll just solve LeetCode until then. I'll read the problem. Find kth largest XOR coordinate value. You're given a 2D matrix of size m by n consisting of non-negative integers. You're also given an integer k. The value of coordinate AB of the matrix is the XOR of all matrix ij where 0 less than equal to I less than equal to A less than M. Whatever that means. Find the kth largest value of all the coordinates in the matrix. Man, how am I supposed to do this? Rexo says it's easy. Is it some type of prefix sum? How do I know XOR of all the values up onto that point? I guess I see. I need to keep track of like set bits. No, can I just XOR all the way left and all the way up? You're doing true serverless. Yeah, I'm doing true serverless for sure. I drank so many lemon sours. What the hell is a lemon sour? You mean like the haichu thing? Is that how you spell it? Is that a lemon sour or what? Lemon sour. Oh, it's like a drink. It's a highball. It's a girly drink. Man, when I was in Japan, I would drink strong zero. This is what I drink every day, man. At least 2 or 3 to begin the day. I don't know if you had any of that in Rosis. Strong zero. Tastes really nice and it gets you really drunk really quick. To begin 2 or 3, yeah. At least 2 or 3 to get started. But I was also like a super night owl. Like I'd go to bed at maybe 10 a.m., 11 a.m. and I'd wake up at like 6 p.m. So yeah, I'd start my day off like that. Hey, Icy Black Deep, what's happening? I don't drink anymore, man. Carson WWW. What would you recommend studying for SWE? Hey, welcome to the party. How are you doing? Where would I recommend studying? Like which university? I don't know. They say Stanford is good. Carnegie Mellon is good. That's where I'd recommend, man. I'd recommend going to one of those crazy CS schools to study for SWE. MIT, yeah, I guess MIT is alright. What gets midnight out of bed? 2-3 cans of strong. Yeah, right. Not these days. Go to the University of Science? Hey, Carson WWW, tell us more about your background. Are you a student? Are you like in high school? Are you in college? Did you never go to college? Are you an old ass adult making a career change? You know, I think providing more details like that could help me make a better recommendation for you. But generally, if you want to be a software engineer, you should probably like maybe try and get a degree these days. I don't think there's many boot campers who make it out there in 2025. And I'd say it is possible to not study at school and become a software engineer. But it's like hard mode. You have to really be confident in your abilities, and you have to believe that you can do it on your own. So that's what I'd say. Anyways, we're just talking nonsense, man. I should be solving this problem. Job market is tough for newcomers. Yeah, that's for sure. But all of the new, well, most of the new hires at Google, like new grad hires at Google that I've encountered recently, I'd say 9 out of 10 of them came from internship, like converted from an internship, man. There's not that many new grads that didn't come through the internship thing. But I do know one new grad who wasn't an intern at Google before, and they got a new grad offer. But I think that is a lot more rare than the internship pipeline. Some colleges focus on practical application, others will focus on theory. Also agree with everything I just said. Yeah, I don't think I said anything controversial. Conceive, believe, achieve. Who is this? Luke Rockhold. Should I know this guy? It's before my time, man. Yeah. I think believing is probably the most important thing in your journey to accomplish anything that you want to do, man. I feel like the moment you don't believe in yourself or you don't believe it's possible, that's when you're not going to spend your time doing it and you're going to give up. And then for sure, it's not going to be possible if you don't put the time in. So if you don't have belief, you're not going to make it, man. That's almost certain. Let's just interview meme code for his fight against Michael Bisping years ago. Dang, must have missed that one. I think starting your day with 3 strong zeros is pretty controversial. Yes, maybe it is. A bunch of people are saying don't go to college lately. I dropped out and it definitely hurt my job prospects, but I finally made it. I think college is good in a lot of ways, man. Yeah, I do sense that there was an anti-college movement going on lately, and I get why that's happening, because, you know, maybe colleges don't really offer all that they say they're gonna do, and the prices are going crazy and whatever, and you're not even guaranteed a job or anything. But man, college is a great place. It's like a nice tutorial for life. You get to experiment socially, I guess academically. You can try different things out, see what you like. You get to, it's like one of the only times in your life when you're surrounded by people that are your age and who also have no responsibilities except going to college and whatnot. So you can create some really, really important lifelong bonds with other people during this time. So I think college is way more important because of like all these other things besides academics. And of course academics are important too, but I think college gives you a nice way to mingle with your peers and you know, learn how to integrate into society a little bit. Please do not poop in the sink at your work on your last day, man. No way. I do see people posting on Blind like some crazy stuff that they see in the bathroom. I haven't seen anything crazy in the bathroom. Do you think it makes sense to do a master's in CS given the market? Hey, it could make a lot of sense, man, especially if you're trying to find a job and you can't find a job right now. I think a common play is to just go get your master's and try and wait until the market switches up a little bit in your favor. So yeah, it could be, and that depends on how much money you got. If your family is paying for it and you're from a billionaire family, who cares about how much it costs, man? If you pay for your own way, or if you're taking student loans, then maybe you gotta think about that decision a little bit more. But yeah, and especially if you can't find a job, man, going to get your master's is a strategy to like wait out the market while still upskilling, you know. Don't get a CS degree, get an EE degree. Interesting. I don't know. I know a lot of my colleagues have electrical engineering degrees or math degrees. Some of them have CS degrees or computer engineering degrees. A few have mechanical engineering degrees, like myself. And some people have no degrees at all. My first position was a principal engineer. I went to college in 2017, dropped out, and kept studying. Wait, what? First position was a principal engineer. How does that make sense? I guess a title doesn't really mean much unless you have the, like, you know, like a principal engineer at Google is a lot different than a principal engineer at some company with like 100 people, you know. We need more engineers that work on semiconductors. Huh. They're hiring EEs. Yeah, do EEs get paid though? I've always thought that people working on hardware always get paid a lot less than people working on software. It's much tougher to make lifelong friends later. Yeah, I think so. There's a ton of people with masters that are trying to get work visas with a CS degree. Just saying that market is saturated. Huh? Wait, what did I say? A job is better than no job. Yeah. When I graduated college, I could not find a job. I studied mechanical engineering and I graduated way back in 2010. And things were similar to today in some ways in terms of like how bad the job market was. None of my classmates got jobs unless it was like nepotism or something. They got like an uncle or their dad was like head of engineering or something like that. But nobody could find a job, man. And I ended up working in a restaurant to make ends meet. And then I saved up enough money to quit my restaurant job and go do something else. How much money, do you ask? I saved up $3,000. Quit that dang restaurant job, and then I went to go learn how to program. And I've been making money with programming ever since. Doing stuff, freelancing. Anyways, it's a large org, but I work with a small team with large impact on people. That's pretty cool, man. When I heard principal engineer as a first position, oh yeah, that's a crazy first position. Just put Stanford on your resume, then put Meta or Google as internships, you'll get an interview. Yeah. Don't do this, man. Hey, no condom, Chris. What's happened? Let's do Type Racer real quick. How tough was it to get your first programming job? I come from a weird background. So my first programming job as an employee was in 2020. And it didn't take me long. It took me like about 10 days of job hunting to find that job. But I also had around 7 years of freelancing experience. So my first job, I was like a freelancer. And I did that for 7 years. And then I got like my first employee job. So I didn't really have any trouble. But it wasn't like a high paying job, man. It was like $35 an hour. And it was working on React Native. I have student loans. I'm still paying off my student loans. I think in total, I had about 30K in student loans. Which means I went to a real shit public university where tuition was like less than 10K a year. But I also had a full-time job in college, and I also had crazy scholarships in my first year, and then I lost every single scholarship by my sophomore year. That's how much of a degenerate I became, man, so quickly. But I wouldn't have it any other way, man. What kind of freelance can newcomers do in this AI market? Man, a freelancer, you just gotta... There's so many opportunities for freelancers, especially in this AI market, because you can leverage AI to help you freelance even more effectively before other people get around to it. Kunal from YouTube, what's happening? Welcome. All right, let's do Type Racer, man. I'm talking too much nonsense. All right, type racer. I got how much left? I don't even know how. That's like $4 billion. I want a WordPress job, but I'm losing hope. Yeah, you know, I had to go into the restaurants because I couldn't find a job. 400K Jamaican dollars, right? No, Jamaica is tough, man. You know, they say in Jamaica, it's really, really difficult to make a living off of like just a regular job. Most people who I know in Jamaica who have money, they don't have jobs, man. They started their businesses or they're entrepreneurs. So I'd say if you're in Jamaica, maybe freelancing is the way to go for you, man. But it's hard if you don't have experience already. But I do know some Jamaicans who've made it out and they work at Google. I've met at least 3 Jamaicans at Google who were programmers in Jamaica, and then they got an opportunity to leave, and they're at Google and stuff now. One of them worked in Panama for a bit or something, so maybe you can, like, you should look not only at Jamaica but other countries in the Caribbean. Anyways, let's start this type racer. First race is the warm-up, second race is the championship round. Let me post it in the Discord. Alright. Warm-up round. Dang, six-pack sexy, 106 in the warm-up. Alright. Alright, here we go, here we go. Hey, look at all these guests, man. Who are you guests? You need to make an account. Hey, we got a Colombia in here. Welcome to the party, Colombia. Don't defense. Late. And everyone. Whoa, Canada is in the house. And that's it. Chad. Six-pack sexy, of course. What's the bet? We need a bet? No, no bets right now, man. I gotta get back in the groove before we start making crazy bets. Alright, all you guests, you should consider making a type racer account so we can see who you are. Alright, this is the championship round. No bets? Yeah, save it until in a couple weeks. Yeah, I'm gonna be away next week, so I'm not streaming next week, but I'll be streaming all week this week. Next week I'm traveling to go try and find a house, maybe. Alright, here we go. Championship round. Looks hard. Room is full? That's crazy, Castle Bear. Dang, 6-pack sexy 115. Fair and square. Did you say trying to find a house? I did say that. Not to buy. I clearly don't have enough money to buy a house in most parts of places I want to live. But I'm just trying to rent. Always 3 WPMs for real? Wait, I'll donate 50 subs right now if you ban it from Type Racer for the rest of the year. No way. I ain't that cheap, man. You can't buy me with 50 subs. I'm not gonna sell No Condom Chris out. I owe much of my life that I live today because of No Condom Chris, man. If it wasn't for No Condom Chris, I swear I would not be working at Google. No Condom Chris has single-handedly changed my destiny, you know? I think. Anyways, what was that, 115? And if you don't know how, No Condom Chris encouraged me to take Google Kickstart 4 years ago when I didn't want to take it. I didn't even know what it was. And because I took that contest, Google Kickstart is a competitive programming competition that they did a few years ago. They don't do it anymore. But because of that competition, a Google recruiter reached out to me and I was able to get an interview without like having a crazy resume or anything. And then I studied really hard for that interview and then I ended up passing. So that's why No Condom Chris has changed my life. Look at that, 115. 200 subs? No, man. Not even 200. Yeah, No Condom Chris has changed many people's destinies here on Twitch, for sure. If you love Simon, you'll take the offer? What kind of trap is that, man? Wait, is this the 10 days you're talking about? Wait, what 10 days? 10 days? What happens in those competitions? Is that LeetCode problems? Yes. It is like LeetCode problems. But they don't do those competitions anymore. They stopped doing them about 2 years ago, I think. Are there other programs that Google kickstarts? Not at Google right now. Well, Google has internships and stuff, but the Kickstart wasn't really... It was just a competition that served as a pipeline for new candidates to be employees. I think Meta has something similar, the Hacker Cup or whatever. Wait, Celia Cruz, thank you very much for the follow. Anyways, oh, you said you got a job in 10 days. Oh, that was in 2020. And that was not my Google job. That was a job I had before Google. Did you ever host an intern? Not officially, but my teammates have, and I've helped out a lot of interns. I'd say I'd helped out maybe like 5 interns or 6 interns in my time at Google. And I did some mentorship for college kids 1 year, like earlier this year I did it. So they hired you and they said, yep, we're not doing that again. Wait, who hired me? What? The job before Google, I quit that job to study for my Google interview. Can you come back as L5 though when you're done? I can interview at L5, I think. I'd have to go through the whole interview process. Maybe I can come back as L4 without interviewing, but I think that's within a year or 2. But my director told me anytime I'm ready to come back, I should just reach out to her and she'll probably get me in somehow. But hopefully I don't have to do that, man. Why am I leaving? I'm bored. I'm bored. I feel like I'm wasting my time, and how can I say it, man? I get paid a lot, right? Let's put it, I'm gonna say that for sure. Google Pay is crazy. It's a great job, probably absolutely the best job I've ever had. I've been there almost 4 years now, and I'm just bored, man. The pace is so slow. Where am I leaving? I'm not going to any jobs. I don't think I want to work at a big tech company. Maybe I'm not challenged. It's not maybe, man. It's absolutely not challenged. I think I want to work really hard, but I don't want to work really hard for no reward. You know, I think if I worked really hard at Google, I'd get a little reward in the form of a promotion. And a promotion equals about $30,000 before taxes. And then it takes like 4 years for money to pile up with your RSUs, but your salary gets changed immediately, but your stock grants don't. And you only get your stock grants once every year. And it's based on your level. So when you get promoted, you have to wait until the next year's stock grant before you can get your new level of stock grants. But you only get a little bit, man. You only get like a year's worth. But it's not vested that year. It's vested over 4 years. So you really get like 25%. So you have to wait like 4 years to get like a true external promo money, man. And we could ask for a retention offer, yeah, I guess, but smaller the better velocity and what? Grit? If pace is too slow, you can ask, yeah, you can ask for more work. But I think the bottom line is I'm not doing what I want to do. I'm doing what my boss wants me to do, or my skip manager or my director or whoever. I'm like doing things I have no interest in, man. So I have enough money to not work for a few years, or at least I shouldn't say not work. I have enough money to not need an income to live for a few years, and I want to use this time to like just try and build something. My whole life, I've always wanted to build something that people put some respect on, you know, something that has some real impact, you know, not some like weird numbers on a dashboard that nobody cares about. I'm talking, I don't know, I just want to create something that I'm really proud of. And I don't think I'm doing that at Google. For sure I'm not proud of any work I've done at Google. It's all lame work. Who cares? And I'm just gonna take this chance to roll some dice, man. Take my shot. So you're there, ChatGPT. There, what? They censor the space at the end? Oh yeah, I did volunteer to get laid off. People who are career devs vest and rest. People who do this are a passion goal and do things way beyond. Yeah, I'd say if I didn't really care about creating something that I'm proud of, like doing good work that I'm really proud of, I think I'll just stay at Google and chill, because it's such a great work-life balance, man. I find it, if I was just a degenerate, I think I'll just stay at Google. But I'm not a degenerate anymore, man. And I want to do something with my life. And I feel like I'm getting old. I'm almost 40 years old. I don't think I have much time left. in terms of like good working years. Maybe I have like 15 years left of to do like good work. And I just got to take my shot before I don't have any opportunity to take my shot. So that's why I'm leaving. I think I would, if I never left and I just stayed at Google my whole time, when I'm old, I'm like, dang, I wonder what I could have done, you know? So, anyways, do you do on-call? No, I don't. Already at that stage, or the old age stage. You got like 30, no. In 30 years, I'll be like 70 years old, man. I'm not trying to be grinding LeetCode or grinding a startup at 70. At 70 years old, I don't want to be working anymore. I want to be maybe advising, like the younger generation. I want to pass the torch and help the newer generations achieve their goals, man. I don't want to be like trying to chase my dreams still when I'm 70. I have a wife and I have a stepchild and I have a younger brother who's I'm kind of like a guardian to. So I don't really want kids. Maybe I would, but I feel like I have enough people to take care of already, you know. Brent Arata said his mental is 40% weaker because of aging. I don't know how he's measuring that. I don't think my mental is weaker. If anything, maybe it's stronger because I know how to use it more effectively. When I was younger, maybe I was sharper and stuff, but I was easily distracted. And I was a lot lazier and like I wasn't applying myself. So maybe my mental is weaker now, but my output is a lot greater than when I was younger. No, I'm depressed. Why are you depressed, man? What do you want your legacy to be? I don't know. I want my legacy to I don't really thought about that. On stage, yeah, I guess so. By then we will have immortality. Nah, I don't think that's coming. Be a part-time instructor is also great. Zix, what's happened? Part-time instructor for what? Guardian? Anyways, should I do some LeetCode problems? I feel like, I guess since I just started back streaming again, there's gonna be a lot of just chatting since people have questions and whatnot. Midlife Simon, yeah. I'd say this is probably my second midlife crisis. Feel the same, don't want to work forever for Microsoft. Well, leader of Meow, what's happened? Could you give a high level of what LeetCode is? LeetCode is just a website that has a bunch of algorithm problems and puzzles that people like to solve. All the big tech companies ask these puzzles in their technical interview if you want to be a software engineer at one of those companies. So a lot of people just grind LeetCode problems to be as good as possible so that they're ready and they have like mobility in the industry. It's like they can just pick and choose any company they want to work for and just demand a job, and they show up and they crush the interview because they did so much LeetCode. That's what LeetCode is. Will you build your legacy on stream? Absolutely, man. I think streaming has unlocked something inside of me that's been dormant for my whole life, and I never knew it existed until I started to stream. I've always had difficulties focusing on a single task, like focusing on a long-term goal or just doing what I know I need to do. I've always like procrastinated and just not done what I need to do. But ever since I started to stream, whatever I want to accomplish, I just stream it, and then it helps me stay a lot more focused. And I've been streaming for 4 years, so I kind of want to apply this streaming thing to like a personal project, like a passion project of mine, and try and grind it out the same way I grinded LeetCode on stream. So that's kind of where I'll be heading in the next 2 years. But I'll still be doing algorithms, you know. Wait, so I'm confused. You're leaving Google but doing interview prep. Yes, I'm leaving Google and doing interview prep. But I'm not doing these problems to prep for interviews. I'm doing these problems because whatever I'm building is probably going to be related to the interview prep industry. I'm just a T3 help desk, but I'm going to start learning to code since I get college classes for $1 a credit hour. Dang. That's like free tuition, man. Nice. Yeah, that's why. I mean, I have some things I would like to pursue. I've always wanted to try to teach some algorithms in a structured way, so maybe that's coming soon. I've always wanted to build a product that is, I guess, a good product, and I've never really done that. Like something that everybody can use and appreciate. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Imagine leaving Google. Yeah, man, Google, it's just a job. And I think being at Google for 4 years opens up a lot of doors for me in the future. If I were to try to find a job, I think it will be a lot easier to get another job than it was to like try and get my first job at Google or whatever, you know. Since now I'm kind of like, I have that stamp, or I'm vetted, you know. Pimplup, welcome. Have a question. What's going on? Dang, I forgot to be reading my YouTube chat, but nobody's on YouTube, so it's all good. I'm learning data analytics, and this semester I'm learning Python. Very good. I don't know anything about that, but it's all good stuff. I'm learning to code with Java right now. Do I have to learn the theory behind all these algorithms, or can I just learn the patterns? I don't think I even know the theory, man. I think you can just learn the patterns. Depends on how far you want to take it. I think just the patterns is good. But you probably want to know at least a little bit of theory in some ways. Yeah, I got a job at Google by just learning the patterns, and I'm still like trying to learn about the theories and whatnot. But I don't know all the rules and all that stuff. I just grinded my way in. Gotta learn the Chinese remainder theorem so you can do Advent of Code. Man, I'm gonna try Advent of Code this year, but it's so hard. I don't even know what this is. Was this something on last year's Advent of Code? Vibe have from YouTube, what's happening? Dev versus LeetCode. What do you mean, Dev versus LeetCode? Yeah, what is that, man? Oh, it's an AOC. Oh, yeah? Dang, you even know Advent of Code memes. You've probably been asked this a lot, but for someone that's fresh, how do you suggest learning DSA? I'm finishing my core Java courses in a couple days. I think, alright, I think everybody asked this question. And I want to say there are so many guides out there that break down DSA for you in a nice, easy roadmap or whatever. Betsimp has his own roadmap, but there's so many places on the internet where you can just follow the guide. But I don't think that is the most important thing for learning data structures algorithms. I think all that stuff, everybody knows that. That's not the hard part, man. The hard part is, how do you actually show up to train on a consistent basis? Once you can figure out that stuff, who cares about what material you use to learn it? I think the number one most important thing is to figure out how to take your studies seriously and dedicate at least, say, 15, 20 hours a week or whatever, you know? So I was able to do that by creating, like, I've tried to study LeetCode a few times, maybe about 2 or 3 times before I finally got it down. And what helped me was like creating a schedule for myself and following that schedule every week, no excuses. I think before that, I just tried to just binge on LeetCode, just do as many problems as possible until I can't do anymore. And eventually I'd burn out and I'd just not go back to studying because I like, oh, I need a break. But then my break just is open-ended and I just stay away forever. But once I created a schedule for myself and it's like, all right, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I'm going to study at this time and that time. And I'm going to take the contest at this time on the weekends. Once I did that, and I never went over. So like, I only studied for 3 hours in a session. I didn't try and do like a 7-hour grind session, you know. Once I hit 3 hours, I close my book, pack it up, and I go do something else. I guess that's like pacing yourself. I think you need to find the right cadence that suits you. Wait, I've already been consistent for 3 months. Interesting. 15 hours a week for 3 months. That means, have you been taking the contests? Have you been... So one common technique is to go through all of the topics one by one until you hit them all. There's probably like 25 different topics or so. It will probably take you 3 months to really cover it good. So usually people will do that, and maybe once you cover all the topics and you're familiar with all the tools in your tool belt, then you can start trying to do random problems without knowing what topic it is. Because a big part of solving algorithms is trying to figure out which algorithm to use to solve the problem. But if you only do problems based on their topic, you already know what topic you have to use, and that's like half the fight is figuring out what algorithm to use. So I'd say first you need to familiarize yourself with all of the algorithms, all the basic ones and foundational ones. And once you get that done, you just start doing random problems at your skill level. How do you know what skill level you are? Well, there's a website called ZeroTrack that I like to use when I train. It ranks the problems based on their rating. Like LeetCode has easy, medium, hard, but that's not really a precise number or rating. Some easy problems are harder than the hard problems, so it's not a great ranking system or rating system. But ZeroTrack has rated every single problem with a rating number, and you should target problems around your LeetCode rating. And if you don't have a LeetCode rating, you get one from doing contests. Anyways, I missed some questions. Y'all doing cocaine? I used to do a lot of Adderall to study. I know you guys are joking about drugs and stuff, but I used to take a whole lot of Adderall, not to study, to like be more productive. When I was freelancing, I did a lot, man. And I think that messed me up because I did too much. And after I got off of it, I realized, you know, I need to stop taking these things. I was on them for like 2 years or something. It took me like 2 or 3 years to get out of that mental slump after being on them for so long. I would not recommend trying to use drugs to enhance unless that's what you want to do, man. Did you try creating a schedule for the Peloton? No, I did not, but maybe I should. What was your schedule at Google? Man, my Google schedule is chill. I get to the office like 10, 11 a.m. I don't know. I don't have a schedule, man. I got like, on Thursdays I have a lot of meetings, and every other day is I play pool. I'm leaving Google in about 6 weeks. Something I've noticed, not every problem needs to be the most elegant performant code organized into DSA. What? That's what Eminem does. He treats it like a 9-to-5 job. He just does something every day. He doesn't binge at work as much as other rappers probably, but he's also in the studio like clockwork. Yeah, I think this strategy has worked really well for me. In the past, I used to just binge, and I would get a lot done in a short amount of time, but then I'd spend a lot of time doing nothing after that. And I think overall, defining boundaries for work and life balance is important for longevity. Have you ever tried to build your own home lab? Not really, but I got like a NAS drive or something, a NAS computer that I have all my VODs and some other stuff on there. No DSA yet? Oh, I see. Alright. Does LeetCode teach you how to design and develop software? Duffy Dan, it does not. LeetCode teaches you about algorithms. Welcome to the party. Do you think you could solve the hardest rating? Absolutely not. I'm nowhere near that good, man. I'm like very mediocre when it comes to algorithms. Like, if you put me up against a real competitive programmer who takes competitive programming seriously and trains, like, there's no chance for me. Big O complex can definitely be a trap. If your n is small, the overhead of your constant time hash map is going to be worse than just doing an ON algo. This is very true, man. I see this at work all the time, man. Where like just using some ON thing is way more performant than making some dang hash map and doing lookups. Lookups are so expensive, man. Especially if you're like sensitive to latency and stuff, where nanoseconds matter or microseconds matter a lot, then like, you know, a hash map lookup is pretty bad if you can avoid it. What's bad about it? There's a lot of overhead. I guess like hashing the key and stuff like that is somewhat expensive, especially if you're dealing with strings and whatnot. On my last day, Google, I brought a suitcase to take snacks. Hey, I do this every day, man. I don't just do this on my last day. I've been doing this every day for my last 4 years. If I had to estimate, I'd say I've gotten about $20,000 or $30,000 worth of groceries and food from Google. At least that much. Oh, VibeHave says development versus LeetCode. I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Depends what you want to do, man. Groceries, huh? Yeah, man. I take the chips, the sodas, the bubble, whatever, like LaCroix or whatever that gross stuff is. I drink that stuff now. I take the fruits. I bring home boxes of food from lunch. I bring it home, feed my family. People complain about that stuff, man, but I don't care. It's a part of my compensation package. Why wouldn't I take advantage of it, man? Maybe I just got that broke boy mentality. They don't have hint water anymore? Nah, that's not why. Wait, how many TVBs? Terabytes? Oh, for my NAS? I think I got like 60 terabytes or so. No, 50 terabytes, I think. Nothing crazy. How good do you need to be to get a job rating wise? I'd say if you're 1600, 1700, you have a chance. If you're 1800, 1900, you have a good chance. If you're 2000 rating and above, it's very likely that you can pass any interview that they send at you. Have you tried LeetCode? For sure, I've tried it, but I'm not subscribed right now. Rob Google blind? No, they have too many snacks. I'll bring my hinge dates to Google. Probably got me laid a few times. Yeah, I don't know. I bring my family and friends to Google all the time. I bring my family at least once a month, like my wife and my stepdaughter. I've brought some people from the stream to Google, like Larry NY, a few other people that I meet up with. Tax-free Tweetos. Wait, what? Zombie Buffet. Welcome, welcome. Q, welcome to the party. Wait, the gross stuff. LaCroix. Hey, when I first joined Google, I thought that LaCroix stuff was disgusting. No way I'd ever buy that shit with my own money, man. Absolutely not. Bubbly, LaCroix, and like all the other nasty stuff. Gross. But since it's free at work, I just been trying them, and I guess it's like an acquired taste. And now, like, I don't mind them, but I would never spend money on them. But I'd take them from work. Anyways, it's Elite 60 terabytes. Yeah, that's nothing crazy, man. There's like hard drives with 20 terabytes, just one. 1690, yeah, LeetCode rating. Shandu, how you doing? 16 terabytes is $330 if you buy a brand new craziest thing of all time. But I bought a bunch of 12 terabyte drives on eBay for like $70 each, and I bought some backups just in case one of them fails. So my whole NAS drive setup cost me like $600-700. Maybe one day I'll show you guys. No. Yeah, it ain't nothing special. Let me show you right now, man. Man, who did I buy it from? Go Hard Drive, these people. Sometimes I have good deals. This is the actual store I bought them from on eBay. Anyways, I don't want to look it up too much. Nice guy ND. What's happened? Thought LeetCode was overrated? Who said that? Tastes like farts of fruit? Yeah, kinda does. You can't tell me LaCroix is an acquired taste? Yay! I swear, it's nasty, man, the first time you drink it. But it's an acquired taste. Affogatos at Google were, hey, I never even knew what the hell this was until I got to Google. Google has taught me so many things. I feel so much more cultured. I remember the first day I went there and I went to the buffet. I was like, what the hell are these green looking beans? And they're like some crazy flat looking beans. It's like, dang, these are good. I don't even remember what they're called. But everybody knows what they are at Google. And all these different cuisines from all over the world, and affogatos, and I've been living the good life at Google. Google has exposed me to a lot of different cultures also because of how many different cafeterias they have and all the different foods that they have every day. When you upgrade to a 45 drive backup, let me know. That's what I would call high. 45 drive backup? What is that talk? What are you talking about, man? Your NAS is gonna die, man. It's already like a year old. It's been perfectly working. Wait, skip my joke? What joke? Maybe Simon also bringing girls to the office? Just not 10 because Clistar is here? Get out of here, man. That ain't no joke. I don't joke about that stuff. What's my LeetCode rating? Not great. 1931. I peaked at 21 something. I don't know. 2132 was my peak. And then I've been big time downhill from there. But lock in, man. It's almost time to go. I need to build up my endurance, my mental endurance, because I've been out of LeetCode for a while. But what rated problems you're trying to solve? I'm not trying to solve any right now, but usually I try and target around 2000 rating. When's the roadmap dropping? JCast19, you asking the good questions. Steven Sagiball, welcome to the party. Do you put your LeetCode profile in your resume? Absolutely not, man. I think no way I do that. Oh, Kettlebear, have a good night, man. Thank you for tuning in. I don't know, 45 drives? I don't know what none of this stuff is, man. I bought Unraid. So I'm using Unraid. So I guess it's not really a NAS, it's just Unraid. And this works great. And I have a Jellyfin server set up too, which is like open source Plex. We're not in India to put LeetCode on resume. Hey, do they do that in India? Is it like standard in India to put LeetCode on your resume? It's crazy. There it is. There's what? Jellyfin? I'm a pirate of the Caribbean, man. What can I say? Hey, I used to be a pirate my whole life. Can I even say that? Maybe I was a pirate my whole life. And then I stopped being a pirate for a long time, maybe almost 10 years perhaps. But I've only recently started to entertain the idea when I decided I'm leaving Google. I'm trying to like cut down on expenses, man. And then there's so many dang streaming services now, and all of them are not $10 a month anymore. They're all like $35 a month, man. So I'm like, dang, I gotta get Hulu, I gotta get HBO, I gotta get Netflix, I gotta get all them things, and it's like $150 a month. Like, jeez, it's getting too crazy. Piracy coming back, too many platforms. That's how I'm feeling. Pirate in Minecraft. What are you talking about? Pirate in Minecraft? Brother Matthew, welcome to the party. You guys play Minecraft? LeetCode on resume is strange, but I heard a lot of them do in India. Fresh graduates, since they do not have any projects or previous experience, they put LeetCode for interview calls. Hey, I feel like if I put my LeetCode stats on my resume, whoever interviews me is gonna try me, because they're gonna look at this guy. He thinks he's hot shit putting his LeetCode stats on his resume. I'm about to give this guy a LeetCode super duper hard. Let's see about his LeetCode stats then. So no way I put that thing on, man. I think that plan would backfire if you did that. Zage Zelot, what's happened? I am studying cybersecurity. Do you recommend finishing college? I am 2 years in, but a lot of people telling me it's a waste of time. I work for a SaaS company at the moment, just don't know what path to take. Oh, people telling you it's a waste of time. Depends what college you go to. If you go to, I don't know, Orlando Community College or some low-ranking state school, and you already have a job, maybe it might be a waste of time. But if you're at like Stanford, I'd say just finish your degree, you know. But yeah, I think this one is tough since you already have a job, and most people go to college in order to get a job. It's like you're already at the destination, you know. What do you do? How much do you get paid? And do you see a path forward in that company to like make even more money and stuff? When you subscribe, immediately unsubscribe. You get a promo price and you can save money if you go periods of watching only one service. Hey, I might try and do something like that. That's what they say these days. You're not a pirate, you're just talking about playing Minecraft. Interesting. Yeah, I want to play Minecraft, man. Anyways, should I do some problems? I feel like I've been talking for like an hour, man. Cybersecurity is definitely not a waste of time. Hey, but if they're already at the job doing cybersecurity stuff, I'd say they probably get more value from their job than like from school, maybe. But having the degree might be able to make it easier for you to get another job. WGU? What does that mean? Going to WGU? Oh, is that a good school? No. Wait, no, not a good school. Wait, F? What y'all talking about, F? Am I on YouTube? Man, YouTube is still working, man. But Twitch ain't working right now. Wait, I'm back? Man. That ain't my fault. That ain't my fault, man. Those are them Twitch servers messing up. Anyways, I feel like LeetCode practice not happening today. Not much LeetCode practice. But we'll get more strict as time goes on about training. Try another virtual. Hey, I'm about to leave in 12 minutes, Leet Whale. Alright, I'll do one medium problem. I'll attempt one medium problem for 12 minutes. Alright, random number from 16. I'll do like 16 to 1800. Give me a random number. 1674. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a 0-track rating. I'll do this one. Stepping numbers or count good numbers or one of these. Let's try. Premium problem. Count good numbers. I've solved it. Let me see how long ago I solved it. Dang, this year. Should I do it anyways? It's been long enough. Do a bet? No. No solve, no end? What you talking about? No solve, no end, man. Do unsolved? Jesus Christ. Alright, I saw this one too. Alright, let's keep going down the list then. Man, you guys are bullies, man. Minimum speed on to arrive on time. Dang, I tried this. Oh, wow. This was like a few days after I started to stream. This is like day 5 of streaming. This one, I bet. Alright, I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna read it. Alright, bet. Can I finish this in 10 minutes? Sure, I don't think I'm better than 2021, Simon, man. Hey, where's my Twitch thing? To go bet. Can I solve this medium in 10 minutes? One shot. Should I do one shot? Yeah, that's what I always do. I'll give you guys 2 minutes to place your bets here. Redemption Path, yeah. Steven Sagaball, what do I think of goths? They're cool. Maybe some of them are crazy. But there are some that aren't crazy. Solving without reading the question is crazy. No, I'm not reading the question right now is what I'm saying. But I guess you guys could read it. This is the problem that we're betting on. In 10 minutes. Let me pull up the votes. Everybody says no, dang. Must be either a hard problem or nobody has faith in my abilities. Or both. One shot? Yeah, one shot. What do you think about the current monetary policy of Switzerland in relation to the euro? Man, what kind of question is that? What is their monetary policy? You think I know about Swiss and euros, man? Swiss francs? Hedging bets, you failed once, not on a timer. Are you still... No, I'm not reading chat while I'm solving the problem. I'm just trolling, just asking me some random ass question. Are you making fun of somebody in here who asked me a question that seems unrelated to what I would have knowledge about? Oh, a question about goths? No. Well, I think there's some history there. Steven Sagaball claims that he had a goth girlfriend because I told him to go get one. And then that goth girlfriend dumped his ass or something. Anyways, I don't know what went down with Steven Sagaball. Oh, dang. Look at those bets coming in. All right, here we go. Let me set the timer. I only got one shot, and I'm not going to be reading chat while I'm solving this problem. Alright. You guys ready? Why doesn't Clistar chat anymore? She's probably watching K-dramas, man. Or something. She don't even know what we're talking about. Anyways. No Clistar chatted in the first place. Hey, she's in here every single stream, no condom Chris. She's a serious lurker. There's an ad break coming in. Man, I gotta go in 10 minutes. We gotta start this problem. 10-minute timer. Where is it? What? Where's the problem, man? This one. I'm gonna close every tab. Oh shit. Click the wrong button, man. Alright, I'm ready. I'm gonna exit this thing. Alright, you guys ready? I'm ready. me drink some water first. Alright, this is the final thing before I go. Here we go. You're given a floating point number, hour, representing the amount of time you have to reach the office. To commute to the office, you must take n trains in sequential order. You're also given an integer array dist of length n, where dist I describes the distance of the ith train ride. Each train can only depart at an integer hour, so you may need to wait in between each train ride. For example, if the first train ride takes 1.5 hours, you must wait an additional 0.5. Hit the second train. Return the minimum positive integer speed. Is this Coco eating bananas, man? Are we binary searching on the answer here? The minimum. This is Coco eating bananas. Is it? Wait, what's the hour? You must. Oh, Jesus. Speed 3. And then go there. So that's 1, 2. Oh, 3. This is Coco. Alright. Jesus Christ. I don't even remember how to do a binary search, man. Jeez. So do I want to get 0? 0 possible? I don't even know, man. Maybe 1. I don't know what to put here. Should I just try the maximum speed because who cares? Dang. And then Jesus. I don't even remember this formula. Is that right? And then so if this is valid, we want to try a smaller number. And if it's not valid, we need to try a faster number. And then let's see. So now I just need to do the calculation on if it's good or bad. Should I even use a lambda here? Because I don't want to make some typos or anything. Should I just use like a traditional... I'll just use a lambda. So we're passing in the guess, and we need to just return true or false to say if we can make it in time. We already got the hour. So what do we have to do? We have to iterate over all the distances. The time it takes would be x divided by the guess, right? And then I need to ceiling. I need to hit that with the ceiling. Except the last one. Oh, Jesus. Except the last one. So I'll say if it's the last one, don't seal. Otherwise, let me think. So we need the ceiling here. Oh, Jesus. I don't even know if this function is right. Can I look that up? Yeah, I think I can. I'm gonna go with it. All right, and then we just have to return less than equal to, or what? On time. Can I do it like that? How much time do I have? 3 minutes, 50 seconds. Should I just send it, man? Alright, let me do one pass mentally. Let me just try the example. So we got one. Do I have time for the example? Left is 1. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know about this int max thing. I feel like I should just leave it, man, because I can't hit run. I'm not sure about this formula. I think it's right. I just typed it from muscle memory. It feels like it should be okay. If it's valid, send in the guess. We do a ON, try and figure out the total time. If it's the last one, I'm just adding. Yeah, we don't need to take another train, right? Whatever, man. I'm just gonna send it. You guys ready? Mental collapse? Wait, what are you talking about? I'm not gonna change anything, but I'm not, like, I'm done. I'm gonna send it. I just want to see what people are saying. Alright, I'm just gonna submit, man. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Wait. No, yeah, I declared that. If it's valid, it's good. Try fast. Alright, whatever, I'm submitting. Come on, man. I mean, if that's... Alright. How is that? Alright. Something ain't right, man. Anyways, I'm sorry I let everybody down. Where's the bug at? Like, this should not be overflowing. Is my formula wrong? Left plus... Or am I returning something wrong? If it's false... Where did I mess up? Man, type racer, I gotta go, man. We don't have time for that. Wait. Hold on, I gotta fix this before I go, though. What the hell? 2? How is this happening? Hour? Oh wait, this is the wrong test case I'm looking at. .9 is not working at here. Just G, what's happened? Do L... Hey, that's what I have. That's what I have right here. Haven't seen Just G in like 2 years? What you talking about? This year, earlier this year. Losing racing? Yeah, me too, man. I'm losing racing crazily. Might get fired, laid off? What you talking about, Steven Sageball? You just got there. Wait, return the minimum positive integer speed in kilometers per hour that all trains must travel at for you to reach the office on time, or -1 if it is impossible to be on time. Well, the -1 is a bug, but still it's wrong. Like, I don't know why I'm overflowing here. Oh, it's overflowing when it's not possible. Yes, I see. Why make R so big? Because I was lazy, man. I thought it would work, but it didn't. Alright, so I think I had a few bugs. Besides the typo, which is a real bug, but I don't know if I'd count that as a critical bug. I'd say the critical bug is I got lazy and I just hit my R as int max instead of a more reasonable value, you know. And then, so I had 2 bugs, and then I wasn't returning -1. I was returning 0 if it wasn't possible. But look, it even passed with that cout still in there. Why are you even using int on your mind? Yeah, next time I'll be more cautious. Do you put your GitHub? Nah. My GitHub is trash. Can I see my GitHub? Is that a link? Dang, look how old my account is. 11 years old. With minimal... Alright, this is when I had a job, man. I got hired around September 2020 for my job. I was doing work, and then I quit my job. Wait, around here in March, that's when I stopped coding and I started becoming more of a manager. And then I quit my job in August. Anyways, We got type racers too, and then I really gotta go, man. It's so late. I don't even know if I want to do this type racer, but I'll do it. Just because it's Steven Sagiball. Alright, here's the link to the type racer. We're gonna be doing 2 races. The first one is the warm-up, the second one is the championship round. Where do I have to go? I gotta go to bed, man. I got work tomorrow. Oh, where's your money? Alright, let me choose the bet. There's your money, man. Let's look at the money real quick. Big money, don't defense, 35,000 points. Captain Ken, NJ Gaming, Leet Whale, Ember, After Dark, and No Condom Chris. Dang, Q Ultimus, Clistar, Steel Toad, and everybody else. Thank you for your donations, man. I have a hard time saying your names, man. That's why I didn't say them. Alright, type racer. First race, warm-up. Second race, championship round. Here we go. Championship round is next. This is the warm-up round. Alright, Six Pack Sexy, aka No Condom Chris, 114 miles per hour in the warm-up. Long ass warm-up. Yeah, pretty long. We show up at 11 a. Alright, I'm not going to bed, man. I stay up till about 2 a.m. So I got like 2 more hours. But I gotta go hang out with Blaze Pascal and my wife. You need to show up earlier for the free breakfast? No, I just going for lunch. I'm not gonna lie, man. Getting there for breakfast isn't worth it. I just fast until lunchtime and then I eat 2 lunches. And then as soon as it's time, I just leave. Lately, I've been showing up at like 1 p.m. and I go home at like 3:30. 3:30 or 4 p.m. Hey, but I'm on my way out, man. I'm allowed to do shit like that. I let everybody know this is gonna be what I'm doing. So I let, especially the new people on my team, I tell them, hey, don't do what I do unless you don't want to work here anymore. I make sure that they don't follow my lead, man. But I don't care. Why are you on your way out? Because I'm leaving. Well, I volunteered to get laid off because I'm bored, kind of. I want to do my own thing. All right, here we go. Championship round. You guys ready? I'm ready. 120 miles per hour. Six pack sexy. Very nice. aka No Condom Chris. Don't defense 110. Not very happy with second place. But you know, if you want to get first place, you gotta practice more or something. I'm 100% the most second place winner? Yeah, probably. Wait, how do I do this? Type racer, add champ. The champion is a No Condom Chris with 120 miles per hour. Oh man, I said I was gonna fix my website. I haven't done shit. All I need to do is regenerate my API keys or something. I'm so lazy. Alright, that's it. We're done. We're done here, man. Any LeetCoders? Sequel. Space scripts. Raid Midnight Simon, yeah. Can I raid myself? Where's Pat? Yeah, where's Pat, man? Pat was the first person here today, and who knows what he's doing now. It's gonna be impossible to catch up NCC without intensive practice. Hey, No Condom Chris, I think No Condom Chris has gotten a lot faster in the last 4 years. I feel like he's been training, man. Stream to D-Stream, welcome to the party. What's happening? Pat has meta soon? Dang, he needs to be studying, man. Hey, speaking of meta, where's Steven Sagiball at? My diff count is low, might get fired. Dang, you gotta... What are you doing at work, man? You can't be joking around like that. I have 40? Dang. You gotta bring... I mean, if English isn't your first language, I understand. But if it is, man, you are really slow. I think 40 WPMs? Come on, man. You can't be a programmer with 40 WPMs. Alright. You got a good excuse if English isn't your first language. Wait, aren't you competitive? Who? Me? Or am I competitive? Sometimes. Not for no reason though. Oh, Steven Sagiball? Yeah. I'm not, you know, on my team, I'm not trying to be the best person on my team, man. I would just want to be somebody. I guess. I don't know. I gotta go. Let's raid Michael Deming, I guess. Or wait. Before I go raid Michael Deming, he ain't even doing LeetCode. Thought he was doing LeetCode. Let me browse real quick. Howler? Where the Howler at? I used to compete on Type Racer every day. Yeah. Papa John's? Oh. Hey, I think... Hey, No Condom Chris, how long have you been at your current job? I have a feeling... I think I know where you work. I mean, I'm not going to say it, but I've always been curious about that myself. Anyways. At Google? Nah. I don't think at Google. Alright. Anybody interesting to raid? Anybody you guys recommend before I get out of here? No coding, game dev, Python. That's Michael Deming. Vibe coding. No algorithms, nothing like that. Everybody just making video games. All right, Michael Deming. I'm out of here, man. It's time. Look at the time. It's way past my time, man. The only reason I'm on extra late today is because I took a dang nap. I did blood work. Look, they injected me. They took my blood. The guy said he's never seen blood flow so freely. It's like, dang, I'm filling up these vials like crazy. Like, that blood is pumping, man. Anyways, so I was feeling kind of tired, so I took a nap. Hey, the vials are filling up so fast that, man, I don't even have time to close it. I don't know if he was just trying to hype me up or what. High cholesterol? Hey, is it because I got high cholesterol, man? Maybe that it is true. Anyways, I gotta go. I'll see you guys next time. No Condom Chris, Icy Black Deep, Chandu, Leet Whale, Q Ultimus. Have a good night. Ember After Dark, NJ Gaming. Did I just say your name? I don't know. Don't Defense, Stream to D-Stream. Everybody. See y'all next time. And I do have high cholesterol. Maybe that is the reason I was pumping, man. Adios, everybody on YouTube. See you later. Next stream Wednesday. Wednesday.